Hey, Diver Dave here again. It's May 25th, 2011. Yeah, we're checking out the waters at the sea level. As you can see, we're just about to 10 foot. That's in the morning. It got a little bit higher than that today, about 10 foot. We're going to be go ahead and going to the City Hall, the courthouse. We're going to be talking to Mayor Tim Mott. You're not going to want to miss any of this conversation. It was real good, real good. All right, well, stand by and hold on to your socks because here we go. Hey, Diver Dave here. We're got Brother Lee Lambert from Word of Life Church and Mayor Tim Mott. He's going to be talking to us about some of the things that's been going around Morgan City, and appreciate you watching. Hey, it's good to meet you, sir.
Nice seeing you.
One thing that I noticed that when it comes to natural disasters, whether it be man-made or whether it be governmental, people always refer to Katrina. They say the mess of Katrina, how local and state officials don't cooperate and all that. How does this disaster compare to that from what you've been seeing?
Well, I will agree with you that we tend to measure everything against the previous, you know, and then for us, in the flood sense, we keep referring to 73, and you know, that was our previous record, the previous milestones. I think, and we discussed this last night at our city council meeting, but the level of cooperation that's taken place in this particular incident has been remarkable. Now, you know, my responsibility first and foremost is to the citizens of Morgan City. So, you know, we address all of those issues, but throughout the same time, I have a lot of friends and family that live in the Stevensville and Bell River and Pierre Part area, and you couldn't, and Amelia for that matter, and you couldn't help but be concerned about what this meant. I always felt like we could handle this situation. We would, you know, our levees were there. We knew what we needed to do, that we felt like we were pretty good, but I was very concerned about those other areas. And so when it came to resources and so forth, I think there was a spirit of cooperation and kind of sharing what we all had. And when it, you know, from the standpoint of the governmental agencies working with each other, working with St. Martin Parish, working with St. Mary Parish government, there's been no hitches in that respect at all. Right, I heard some of the people that were talking about, well, how's the two parishes going to get together to put a barge and a dam over there, and apparently, like Brother Lee had said, it fell together in just a matter of days. Very rapidly, and it had to. There was only a small window of opportunity to take advantage of that, to put that level of protection in there. Had there been any disagreement in that regard, the project wouldn't have happened. You know, getting a permit on an emergency basis is something that that the Corps of Engineers provided for. It was record-setting for them. In all honesty, the fact that they could approve an emergency permit over that short of a time period was pretty impressive. But if there had been opposition, it would not have happened. And it was the fact that Terrebonne Parish Government, Terrebonne Levee District, St. Mary Parish Government, St. Mary Levee District, City of Morgan City, all were on the same page, all at the table, all agreed, and went with that application. That's what made it work. Right, right. Another thing I wanted to talk to you about, the people in general seem to be real favorable about how fast that things have been progressing and how things are going. Do you guys feel that same sense in the house here? We certainly do. One of the things that we had to do, we needed to do it, and we had to do it, was this public meeting that we held a couple of Thursdays ago. And at that meeting, what we recognized, we were getting so many phone calls at City Hall with people asking legitimate questions, you know, questions that they needed to know, but also dealing with a lot of misinformation, right, misunderstandings, misquotes. You know, you said such and such. No, I never said that. What I said was, you know, those kinds of things. Well, if you have to do that for a population of 13,000 one at a time, it takes you a long time to work your way through that. And I say 13,000 because it was not only our questions, but questions from Amelia and Stevensville and Bayou Vista and Patterson and everywhere. So I think that was, looking back on it, that was significant in that by having that meeting and really laying the whole plan out. This is what we're dealing with, and this is what our plan is to deal with it. One of the keys that I caught at that meeting, I saw people get up in the middle of the presentation and leave, and I said, you know what? Those people have got their question answered, and they're fine. They're going home, and they're going to go back to taking care of what they needed to take care of. I know that we're going to be perfectly fine right here. And the crest is supposed to come when? Now it's this weekend, Saturday, Sunday, which will be May 29th, May 30th. So
we're only a couple days away from the crest. Some of the other organizations I've been talking to, they're all gearing down now. Everything's set in place, and we're going to be fine. Is there anything in particular that you would like to tell me?
I would just add this. You mentioned the spirit of cooperation, and I think also the spirit of giving of the community members here. I know of many instances where people have gone to the Stevensville and Amelia areas and helped out. We're almost having a problem organizing or keeping some level of control over the people who want to help the National Guard. And believe me, we want to help them as much as we possibly can. But all the offers we're getting for people who want to feed and take care of them, that's become problematic in just organizing those. But that's an easy problem to deal with, believe me, but compared to the others. But we are very thankful for the resources that have been provided to us. And it's going to, I think, in the long run, turn out to be a success story about how to get ready for an event, actually see it through to its finish. And of course, we're very thankful. We certainly got blessed with perfect weather for the circumstances. The fact that we're in a drought and have a flood at the same time is a very unusual circumstance. Most times you'd have the heavy rainfall in addition to the flood, which would be much more problematic, and that's been a big benefit to us.
Excellent. Again, thank you so much for everything that you've done and the interview. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Wow, that worked out great. I really like Tim Mott. Man, what a good mayor. What do you think? What do you think of that turnout?
Yeah, I think he's a good interview, but I think he's also a very sharp guy, and he understands a lot about what's happening here. Yeah. And if I may just say to the people of the area that we need to take care and let our officials know when they're doing well. We often criticize and are quick to speak when they mess up, but this time they've done a really good job cooperating with one another.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Next time you see the mayor or any elected officials, just go up there and shake their hands. Say, hey, thanks, appreciate it. Just the same way with the police department, the firemen, the National Guard, all the people that come out to volunteer. Just say, hey, I think you guys are doing a great job.
It does make a difference. It makes a big difference. And of course, they're used to hearing us complain when we don't like things. And we do really have to take care to balance things out and let people know when they've done a good job.
Yeah, I agree. All right, well, that...